Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Group 6 from Class B15. So, the 5 of us are tasked with bringing a robot made of only these materials from here to here, by going over the bump as well as the ramp. The robot has 4 important parts, namely the flinger, the wheels, the main body and the Arduino coding. We decided to split up the work between the 5 of us accordingly. Now before we get into the parts, here's our template project. And here's a demonstration of it. Firstly, the wheels. The wheels were designed kind of like a car in that there are 4 wheels to keep the robot and its content stable. For reasons, any less would be bad. Now we first tried using cardboards for the wheel. While it worked at times, it was terribly unreliable and flimsy as the thing would bend at times and go sideways, whereas the acrylic was stronger, tensile and much more durable, making it a more reliable wheel. The diameter of wheel was to be 12 cm wide, making it big to go over the bump and ramp with ease. Also, like a car tire, the checkered friction mat were to give it a better grip to go over the obstacle. Furthermore, the hole around the center made the wheel lighter. Moving on to the body, we initially tried a simple rectangular cardboard body to hold the Arduino, the breadboard, and the servo motors, etc. But due to the flimsy cardboard reason, we decided to change the lighter and sturdier board with the rather large 18.5 by 15 cm size. Now for less weight, we could use a smaller board. But shockingly, that would mean less space, and less space meant not all the stuff can fit onto the board. On top of that, this would mean that the wheels would collide over each other and just not be physically possible. Next is the yeeter. I mean the launcher. Now the yeeter would be kept nice and simple, just the catapult that puts a ball over the wall. The catapult consists of the holder, the arm and the tower. The latter two are to be made as long as possible to give it enough height for the ball to just go over the wall. Also, the tower has these 4 flaps to keep the yeeter hella stable. Now, while some would raise the walls around the ball holder to keep the ball stable, in turn compromising the ability of the ball to leave the holder, we decided to put a small hole to stabilize the ball in place at the center, even at bumps as the robot moves along. And bloop! Here's what it looks when you put it all together. On the side note, some of the problems we encountered was the fact that A, the robot would sometimes go sideways and not in a straight line, leading to situations like this.
Go.
And B, the wheels would just pop off randomly at times. Now, the first problem was solved by simply turning the robot in the right angle so that it will rectify its own mistake. Now, do you think that using the glue gun only to do its one job would solve the second problem? But fun fact, no. It's actually mostly tape. Lots of tape, with a teeny little bit of help from the glue gun. Facts. The masking tape was just superior to the glue gun. Yes, the glue gun was still needed to stick the wheels together for it to move, but it was heavily backed by the tape. And yes, the glue gun allowed the wheels to be easily removable for changes. But we're trying to build a functioning robot with its wheels intact, not a French king's head, like during the French Revolution. Rapid fire round! Finally, the coding. The wires are connected like this. The motors will spin in different directions sometimes and sometimes not at all. As we wrote our servo function, servo.write, servo.attach and the delay under the void loop. So we moved those functions to a void setup. We used a 9V battery rather than 4 times 1.5 equals 6 as lighter and higher voltage. Anyway, here's our graded run. But hey, 9 out of 10. Not bad. Not bad at all. In conclusion, while it is important to plan out the design carefully through right calculations and theory, you also have to test out to trial and error to fix its failings, see if it actually works. Because sometimes it just doesn't work.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us. Static treated, we get stripped. Static kisses, we get kicked.
That's all. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, I originally wanted to use this crossbow design I made instead of the catapult, but as cute as it was, just it just made things overcomplicated, like a stereotypical cartoon villain's evil plan. But you know, just like imagine the nut turning and firing the ball, going pew.